Good morning, everybody. Well, it's morning for me. It's 8:47 in the morning. I haven't done an update in a long time. I'm literally making this video because I'm waiting to deliver this load, and my appointment is not until 2:30, and it's only 9 in the morning. So I got a long while to make before I deliver, and it's like 30 minutes away from here. So I could go over there and sit there, but they don't have like a restroom or anything. I'd rather just sit at the truck stop. So, I came last night, but I wanted to take a shower and obviously use the restroom and chill over here where it's more accommodating. But I don't really, as far as bottom surgery goes, y'all guys already know I don't really have a lot to update, but I did want to talk about some like older stuff. So this video is basically going to be about before I get into all of that, I'm at a truck stop, so if you see me looking around, it's me being nosy. I like to be nosy and people watch, but I am at a truck stop right now, and so yeah. So anyway, back to the video. So this one is going to be about basically the things that either scared me or like I wasn't ready for. So like my scariest moments about surgery. So first and foremost, I'm kind of winging it. I didn't really think about this before, but I know there was like my lips are ashy, but it's just the lighting, I guess. There was some okay, so we're gonna go for the beginning. So top surgery, my biggest fears were that I was going to have nipples that weren't in the right spot. That was my biggest one. I made it perfectly clear to Alan Doolin, that was my top surgeon. I made it perfectly clear to him that my nipple placement was very, very important to me. And so I went over it and over it and over it, like, where are you gonna put my nipples at, dog? Like, because that and this is no offense to other people, but I've seen some people that I guess they didn't really care and their nipples be like way up here, and that's no. So that wasn't gonna work for me, and yeah, I made sure that we went over that, and he agreed, and I got what I wanted. As far as the feeling in it, everything, I really didn't have much feeling in my my chest before top surgery anyway, so that didn't really matter to me whether the feeling came back or not. When they were revealing, taking the bandages off and everything for the first time, I was like holding my breath, praying that my nipples were in the correct place. So that was that. It wasn't that big of a deal, but it meant the most to me. All right. So that wasn't scary. That was just something that was a concern to me. What else? So that was top surgery. That was my biggest one. And then when it came to my hysterectomy, oh my God, that was a weird type of pain. I mostly had pain when I was like trying to get up or sit down, especially like getting in and out of the car, and laying down, getting in and out of the bed. So that was the most painful thing. I had like a crampy feeling a lot of the time when I first got it done. What else? Bleeding. That's it's one of the things that could happen. You could have like spotting or actual bleeding. And I started to have a little bit of spotting, and that bothered me because obviously it reminded me of something that I was, trying to avoid. But hysterectomy. Oh, and they put this, I don't know if I ever talked about this. They put this like fluid inside of you so they can tell, I forgot what it's for, but I think it's so they can see if you're like internally bleeding or something like that. So basically every time I peed, my urine would come out green, like not like it came out like Grinch green. And that freaked me out for a while, but they just want to make sure I believe that you're not bleeding. So that's why they say you can't drink a certain color of Gatorade or something like that when you have to do your I think you have to do a bowel prep before. and I was not aware of that color coming out, and so I was kind of scared. But after I was told why that was happening, I was cool. Like, I'm trying to remember, this stuff has happened a while ago, so it's kind of hard for me to remember that, but I remember seeing that green and freaking out just a little bit. What else can I talk about? Histo, I don't think I had any more. Oh, I had the 4 little scars from that, and I forget that they're there now. Like, I rub across one of them every now and then, but they're flatter, and you can see them, but they're just, I forget about my scars a lot, and because I don't know if I'm blocking them out or it's just, that's just me, but I don't really dwell on them a lot. Okay, so we went from top surgery to hysterectomy. I'm doing them obviously in order, and then obviously bottom surgery will be the next big topic there. I was pretty scared before they took the cover off me, because once I first woke up after the surgery was done, they came in to check me out, look at my vitals and all of that stuff, look at the little machine that they attach to you, so they know if it has blood flow and everything. And they were like, do you want to see it? Part of me was like, nah, man. Like, cause I was scared. Like, I was scared that it was gonna be not what I wanted, and I was scared it was gonna be too small, or because you have a say, but at the same time, your body pretty much determines what you're gonna get. So they try to get it as close to what you asked for as possible, but at the same time, it depends on your blood flow, your nerves, and all that stuff. And so finally they took the blanket off of me, and I was like, oh, yeah, this is all right, we could work with this. That was literally my reaction. I was just happy it wasn't small, and that it looked like I wanted it to look, as far as the aesthetics of it all. A lot of people, okay, let me get into this, because it kind of bothers me. I'm gonna be real with y'all. It kind of bothers me when people comment on bottom surgery a lot, because usually it's the people that they don't really see it in their future, and it might be like financially or insurance wise, or they're just unsure about if they really needed, wanted, or whatever the case may be. But I've seen for myself a lot of people say how they don't want, which is fine. You don't have to want it to be trans, but my thing is, you say negative things towards it because it's not in your future. Like, you're not really looking forward to it because maybe you can't obtain it, and that's why you have such negative connotation about it. And that's kind of, it's not cool, but trust me, I do get it. But at the same time, I'm just thinking that's not really cool. Like, oh, it doesn't look real, or oh, I can't get nobody pregnant, which I want to say it doesn't look real, because it does look real depending on how your body reacts, your surgeon, Like, mine looks real. I would still like to get it tattooed for the color, but to me, it looks real. I watch enough porn to see enough dicks to know mine looks real. That's just me. That's just me being real with y'all. As far as the functionality of it, no, you can't get anybody pregnant. No sperm shoots out. You might get some liquid that shoots out if you were like a squirter before. That's your business. But no, you don't get any sperm shooting out. What else do people say? It can't get hard on its own. Well, that's what the implant's for. Like, no, you don't get to feel it rise and grow and throb and all of that stuff. But it does what needs to be done. Like, the implant literally does what needs to be done. And how you feel about it, I can understand, because there's been times where, I was like, man, I wish I could do it by itself. And I was like, sitting there pumping my balls is not a big deal. It's literally not a big deal. But I get it. The whole feeling of you wanted to do it on its own. I get that. Those are the big ones that I hear. But mostly the one that gets me is it doesn't look real, because there are there are more than that of dicks in this world, and they all look different. So anyway, moving forward. So that was my big one about how it was going to look, and how big it was going to be, because again, I use my arm, and my arms are not super big. I would rather they had used my thigh, but then again, I didn't want to have to keep getting lipo on it, and I didn't want it to be looking too big no matter how much lipo I got. So my arm worked out perfectly fine. There was a point in time after I got it and I was at home, and I was like, damn, this kind of really sucks, because it really stinks. Like, it wasn't even so much the pain of it all, because it is painful. It is painful, but I knew I was going to get through it, because that's what I do. I get through things. But it was really the smell for me that was just tearing me up. Like, oh, this shit stank. Like, it smells like something I've never smelled before. Y'all can go back and look at my old videos. I always talk about the smell. It still has a smell to it as far as urination goes. Like, it still gets trapped in there. Not as much as it used to have a smell, but it does. And I flush it every now and then. What I mean by flush it, I take a syringe, I fill it with water, and I squirt it into the hole. You can use like one of your little syringes you use for to take a shot or whatever, or there was a syringe they gave me for my irrigation that I had to use when I had my catheter, so I used that to do it. But to flush it out, because there's no way to like get up in there when you clean yourself, obviously. So that's the easiest way to do that. I just flush it with water, and sometimes it burns a little bit, but I'll take that burning as opposed to having to walk around smelling like old ass piss. So yeah, I'm always try to be 100% honest with y'all. And I don't say try to be, just like some things I just don't know. But if I know something or through my experience, I'm going to share it with y'all, because that's what you need to know, like what's real. So it's a shitty process. Like, the whole going through it to get the damn surgery is shitty. It can be very, very nerve-wracking, and it could be overwhelming, and to the point where it's just so much that you want to give up for some people, especially when it comes to trying to get insurance to cover it or trying to pay for it yourself. Now, paying for it yourself is a ridiculous amount of money, but surgeons will work with you if you are paying out of pocket. You just have to find the right one. But surgery-wise, sometimes insurance-wise, sometimes your insurance doesn't want to cover certain things. But yeah, it's worth it if it's what you really want to do. But my insurance wasn't a nightmare. It just was work, like having everybody talk to one another, but not as bad as I've heard other people's stories be. I haven't had anything denied, so that's good. I think at one point in time, I didn't think I was going to get any type of sensation, and that was a little bit scary. Not as far as the touch, I don't really care. But the erotic sensation, sexual sensation, I needed that, because I mean, why go through all of this? And no offense to anybody that doesn't have it, but why go through all of this and still not sexually be able to feel anything? Now, granted, I have to maneuver differently than I was used to get that feeling, but I got it. I would say it was scary. What's scary for me is I'm so independent. I don't like to get help with anything. So having to have somebody help me do everything, as far as bathing me, wiping my ass, helping me get onto the toilet so I can pee or shit. And then that was that was a scary moment for me too. Not being able to shit for 2 weeks. It took me 2 weeks exactly before I was able to poop. And that was bothering, it was tearing my stomach up. It felt like I had a brick in my stomach. And then when it was time for me, like, to use it, I was at my post-op appointment, my second post-op appointment, and I couldn't even make it, like, back to the car. I had to poop there, and I had to hold on to the rails in there, like the handicap rails in there. Like, it hurt so bad trying to pass that stool. Like, it hurt terribly bad. And I had been drinking water, taking my stool softeners, taking the laxatives and everything, and it just would not come out. but finally it did. It literally didn't have no choice. And after that, I felt like a new person. That was a scary moment, because holding in that much, I didn't really eat a lot anyway, but holding in that much food and everything for 2 weeks, it'll tear your body up, like, for real. I wasn't prepared to I wasn't prepared to need so much help doing normal things. Cause after I had my top surgery, I was driving. I had my top surgery, I think I was driving like 2 days later, maybe. After I had my hysterectomy, I woke up the next morning and made my wife and I breakfast like nothing. Bottom surgery sat my ass down. Like, I didn't like that, because I'm a busy person. Like, I stay moving around. Like, I can't just sit. So yeah, it had me sitting down, and while I needed that rest, at the moment I couldn't appreciate it. What else? Bottom surgery. After I had my second stage, the implant, what bothered me the most was not being able to bend all the way down, and the pain that was in my stomach. Until the swelling went down, I would feel a lot of pain in my stomach. Not even when bending all the way down. Like, if I just lean forward, I would feel it. So it felt like a little crampy sometimes, and just sharp pains. I appreciate my experiences through all my surgeries. They have been fairly easier than I thought they would be. Again, bottom surgery was the one to sit me down, and even then my wife was always shocked about how I still managed to maneuver and do things, and she gets so upset with me doing stuff on my own when I'm in those predicaments, but I can't really help it. I have to be moving around for my mental. And so, because once I sit down for too long, I start thinking all these thoughts that are not unnecessary. And so that's why I stay busy. But I don't really have that much to say about it. I hope you guys have been having a great New Year. I'm pretty sure I think this is my second video since the New Year started, actually. But if not, then yeah, I look a little rough, but I can only do so much at a truck stop. I just guess it's not a whole lot to my truck. I guess I'll show y'all a little bit of my truck for the people that do not drive trucks. I know there are a lot of people on here that do, and I appreciate y'all's comments and everything. So my bed is kind of made. I have a sleeping bag there. Sometimes I just cover up with that rather than get under the actual cover. But last night was pretty decent. It wasn't super cold, so I just laid on top of my cover with the sleeping bag. And so I'm probably about to watch TV in a little bit, but I can't flip it around because I'm already recording, so I have to do it like this. So I have my little TV here and my PlayStation. I have a hotspot, so I watch, Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, all that. I haven't played my game yet. I haven't been that bored. Like, I'm not a gamer, so I don't too much play that, but I will. I'll show y'all my games in a little bit, but this is my little closet, whatever. This is where I keep like my pants and my hoodies, my jackets, and then some more pants on the bottom, like my Adidas pants is stuck on the bottom. So that I keep that in there. And then in here, this is my random stuff, right? So up here you got my video games, my laundry detergent, my Lysol wipes and stuff. I got here's my hygiene stuff. I take it out every time I go to the restroom. And then I got like a cup that I had saved. I got that. And my salad dressings, and then my cleaning supplies, my trash bags and stuff like that. That's all that's here. And I got my spoons and forks and stuff like that. Then I got more stuff in here, like this is where I put my bags to carry all my stuff and my books. And I got some books in here. This is my sleeping bag bag that goes over there. And then on this side, which is halfway empty now because I got to do laundry, is where I keep all my my undergarments. And there's my laundry bag. Right there it is, my laundry bag, because there is 2 bunks in here, but I drive by myself, so I just use the top bunk as some type of storage. And then every time I go take a shower, I put all my stuff in this bag right here. I got this bag from Ross. It's 99 cents. I just got it. I was like, oh, this is gonna be my shower bag, and I got my shower shoes in there, face wash, my my lotion and stuff. Then I grab my hygiene bag, and then I'll grab whatever I'm putting on after shit. Everything I'm putting on after the shower, I put in here, and then of course I put my dirty clothes in here, and then when I get back in my truck, I put my dirty clothes in my dirty clothes bag, and then take everything out of that bag that I need to. And then I hang my towels up on here, and I hang it there, and then when I go to sleep, I move it to the front so it's not dangling over me. This compartment here, I got my this is my snack compartment, so there's not really any snacks in here yet anymore, but I got my cranberry juice, my case of water, I got my my little snack bag. I got what do I have? I got my salt and vinegar chips. Whoever don't eat that, y'all missing out. My little trail mix. I got some lemon pepper tuna packs. That was for if I couldn't make it to get some food. I had some salads because I love salads, so I had bought some salads with me. But of course I ate them all, and that's why I have a cooler right here, because I had put them in there. I need a refrigerator, but at the time it was way more convenient for me to just get this cooler real quick. So where do I eat at? I eat right here on my bed. I sit on my bed. I could sit in the front too, but I prefer to sit here, because if I sit here, then I can pull this table out. I need to wipe it off, but I could pull this table out and eat on that. And then I have this little drawer here. Now this drawer here has all my electronics. Like I have my hotspot, I have my tablet, my laptop, my MacBook, my controller for my PS4, like all my electronics basically. I got my Apple Watch charger, my batteries, like all my electronics are in this drawer. What else? And then there's plenty of lights in here. I just cut that light off because it was easiest. There's a light here, and then there's two lights there. This right here is where I control the temperature at night when I'm sleeping here, and the radio and stuff, but I don't never have that on. I turn the heat or the AC on depending on the night. And then up here I got extra stuff. This came with an actual paper towel holder, or paper towel holder. You know what I'm trying to say, shit. And what else do we have here? Oh, they had all this shit. I could throw this shit away. This is a used truck, obviously, so there was stuff in here before I got in here. So I have I put my disposable gloves up here, and my Lysol wipes, just in case. You never know. I keep all the paperwork for my loads and stuff in this little compartment, and I got extra pens and stuff like that. This is where I keep that's where they keep all the manuals and stuff like that. Like, this truck comes with Wi-Fi, but it's only for the tablet that they give you. So it's like, dang, you got to get your own stuff. But there's basically this side that matches that side. I got a little vacuum cleaner. Got a vacuum cleaner, and then yeah, I mean, it's really nothing to this truck. That's pretty much everything. I just need, the only things I need to get now are a microwave and a refrigerator, and I just didn't buy them because I didn't know if I was really gonna need them. Like I say, I mostly eat, not mostly, but I prefer salads, and so you don't really need, besides the refrigerator, you don't really need a microwave for that. But I need them because I eat other stuff. Like last night, I had bought some barbecue as I was craving barbecue sauce, and there's a place across the street from here. I went and got some barbecue from there, and then it was good for the first 5 minutes, and then after that I was kind of over it. But anyway, it was kind of worth it. But I don't have nothing else. I talked about the surgery, and I showed you guys my truck because I did start a new job. So far, honestly, I'll put you back on the thing. So far, I really enjoy it. There's been some situations where I didn't particularly care for, but I don't have any complaints. I like being basically my own boss, and I don't say I like being by myself, but I respect my solitude. Of course I get bored and while I'm driving and I want to talk to people. That's kind of hard to do because sometimes that I'm awake or that I'm wanting to talk, people are busy, so nobody really talks to me. But I don't say nobody really talks to me, but it's not for very long. So you guys, I be wanting to FaceTime and stuff. I also been listening to the podcast. I do listen to the podcast that you guys or try to listen to the podcast that you guys suggested. So if there are any more podcasts that you guys listen to, let me know. I was listening to this one podcast my friend suggested, and it was a story. It's called S-Town. That shit was really good, but it's like 8 parts. I haven't finished. I don't know where the 8th part is at though, because it only showed 7 on my on Spotify. So I don't know what happened to the 8th one, but I need to know what happens to the ending, because this is a really good story and I'm pretty sure it's true. But yeah, keep us suggested because I'm going to listen to them. I have nothing but time sometimes. So that's really it. As always, if you guys do hit me up on Instagram and I don't answer you within the same day or 2, send me a message on like Facebook or it's better for you to send me messages on Facebook or put on YouTube that you sent me a message on Instagram until I can go check it, because I forget. I forget that, like, I don't get notifications saying that I have messages on Instagram. So the only time I see them is if somebody tells me that they message me on Instagram, or I have so much time that I just go on Instagram, because I don't get on Instagram like that. I try to, but it's hard for me because it doesn't hold my attention for very long. And so somebody did that. They had messaged me on YouTube telling me that they had sent me a message on Instagram, because Instagram is more private. If you have questions that you don't feel comfortable asking in front of everybody, you are more than welcome to hit me up on Instagram or Facebook Messenger, because I do have Messenger, and I will get back to you. I'm not ignoring you if I don't get right back to you. Like I said, I just don't be seeing the messages immediately. And somebody messaged me on Instagram before, and I think they thought that I was ignoring them because they like sent me back-to-back messages, and it's like, oh, never mind. And it's like, I promise you I'm not ignoring you. So just, yeah, kind of be mindful of that. I do the best that I can. So today's Monday, the 7th, February 7th. And I just wanted to give you guys somewhat of an update, or just shoot the shit with you guys. Because I don't have nothing to do right now, and I miss being on YouTube way more frequently. But again, you guys know my life. I share that with y'all. I can share y'all I was gonna say I could share with y'all some deep dark secrets, but hell, I don't really have any secrets. Everything I really got going on, I tell you guys anyway. So I always thank y'all for staying tuned and commenting and liking and sharing. I don't know if y'all do that, but I appreciate the views and appreciate the comments and the people interacting with me, because I really actually enjoy the interactions. Like, that's why y'all see me comment right back, especially on YouTube, because I get those notifications more frequently. I comment right back to people. You can go through the comments and see that I do that. So always thank you guys, and I'm out.